Alright, today guys, we are watching pathetic IRL streamer will face maximum punishment. Now, this is, I think his name is Vitali or something, right? And honestly, I don't see a lot about him. Like, if we keep it in a stack. I feel like a couple years ago, he was doing some real, like, crazy stuff. Really in the IRL streamer space, but, like, super, like, clout chasing. Like, he's doing anything for clout. And that's something that always ends up, putting you down the wrong path. So let's see what he did now and what's going to happen to him.
Okay, we got an update to the Vitali situation. Now, last time we talked about how this fully grown 33-year-old man, Vitali, went to the Philippines
33.
and acted like a complete moron, harassing the locals for absolutely no reason. This was a 10 million subscriber YouTuber who decided to completely ruin his life by flying to the Philippines and doing a bunch of nonsensical, idiotic things like harassing a mall security guard, trying to steal his bike, stealing random items.
Yo, trying to take off in somebody's bike is crazy. It looks like it was off, so he was just sliding in it, but like, bro, I feel like that's like you going too far right there. It's like he could lock you up right now. Go ahead and call the police. Lock the way up.
Items from stores like fans and masks. He threatened to rob an old woman, threatened to eat someone's dog, and he pretty much just tried to act like Johnny Somali. He wanted the clout that came with being a nuisance IRL streamer, and he sure as hell got it, along with the consequences. Now, last time we talked about how the Filipino authorities actually arrested him, and they were debating whether they should deport Vitali from the Philippines, which means kick him out of the country, or whether they should keep him here, try him in the Philippines, and throw him in prison. And thanks to all of you guys who made it very clear that you wanted justice, and Filipino people in general who voiced their opinions about the situation on social media, basically the authorities did not want him to get away with a slap on the wrist, so he is actually not going to be allowed to leave the Philippines and is going to be going to jail for a very long time.
And this is like why you can't go to different countries and start wilding out. Like, okay, you're from America, where if you did that in America, it'll be like, bro, you're being really annoying, but you probably won't get arrested or won't get locked up for too long. You know what I mean? But in a different country, bro, no, dog, no. And especially if you're in a country they don't even like, you don't even speak the same language as them, bro, you go through that jail system like raps, bro, you're done. So yeah, bro, you're getting packed up, bro. You can't do that in different countries.
He was recently paraded around in a 40-minute press conference where they made an example out of him. This was done as a warning to other disrespectful IRL streamers who think they can just go to
Look
another...
at his face. This boy's so upset. No. But this will happen when you be an idiot, bro. You're an idiot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You're doing really,
country.
You play stupid games, you get stupid results, bro.
Mess around with the nice people there. Now, after all this, you would think that Vitali learned his lesson, but somehow he still has not. He actually ends up laughing in the face of the authorities while he's handcuffed, which is just absolutely pathetic and will definitely not help his sentencing.
Bro, he laughed in their face and they tapped him in the arm like, yo, chill out.
We'll also be talking about another streamer situation who apparently disrespected a sacred sakura tree in Japan. But let's kick off the updates by this tweet by Legal Mindset. Today, Vitali was dragged out in cuffs for a public press conference in the Philippines after his arrest on multiple criminal counts. This will absolutely disincentivize nuisance streamers. Huge W in fighting these criminals. Other nations take note. Philippines did it right. Further officials stated Romula vows no special treatment for controversial Russian vlogger Vitali, who says that he will be detained at the BI detention facility in, I don't know how to say that, for undesirability and a flight risk. I can confirm that the words Vitali was frantically whispering to the bailiff over and over were, "It's just a prank, bro. It was just a prank." He's lucky he's staying in a BI detention cell and not in a regular jail. He missed the opportunity to experience the best prison facility and the hospitality of some prisoners. Honestly, I think he will be transferred to a regular jail soon, because after they tally all of the charges that he's done, like, there's no way, you know? He ain't smiling now. He doesn't look so amused now. I hope this sets a precedent everywhere. Okay, so here we have a video of some of the charges he will be facing. Sorry about the captions. This is YouTube's auto translation, which isn't very accurate.
Secretary John Vic Remulla will now make a statement. Instructed in inappropriate acts, including attempting to kiss and grab the security guard, trying to seize his service firearm, taking videos of him without consent, backing other security guards, and blocking a permit without a permit in BGC. Maliban pa doon, meron siyang harassment ng mga, kasi nakita niyo yung mga babae. Meron pa isang resort sa Boracay na habang nagtuturo ng pin-serving ang isang instructor, ay pinagtawanan niya at pinagmumura niya pagkatapos para lang ipahiya sa sariling bayan. Ayun ang ilan sa 5 na mga charges na ipapay natin sa kanila.
Okay. But doon po sa video niya, hindi lang siya yung nandun, yung mga kasama pa siya. I think the cameraman is a Filipino.
Namin yun.
Yeah, what was the...
At the expense of others, at the expense of Filipinos.
They say he's gonna lock up his cameraman too. I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep up, but I don't know what's going on. But it sounds like they might be saying like they trying to take his cameraman with them.
At the expense of everyone's dignity. Ay pinagkakitaan nila. Ay dapat pagdagutan nila.
Okay, so probably not the most accurate captions there, but you get the point. He's being charged for all the dumb shit he did, as we covered in the last video. And if you noticed, they also mentioned the cameraman. That is another thing we were talking about in the last video, that it's not just Vitali that needs to be spanked by the bottom, but also anyone that actually helped him, including that dimwit, annoying cameraman who pretty much supported him doing all of these illegal acts, basically filming him and enabling him do whatever pathetic content that he wanted to do. So I'm really glad that they're looking into the cameraman as well, so that nobody ever dares help these people again. Some of the charges they were talking about are unjust vexation, alarm and scandal, and attempted theft.
At habang doon siya ay under custody siya ng Bureau of Immigration as an undesirable alien. Ngayon, mag-uusap pa ang Bureau of Immigration at CIDG ukol sa proseso nito. Pero sa akin paningin, at ito'y akin lamang, hindi ito'y batas yung sabi ko, ay doon muna siya mananatili sa Bureau of Immigration Detention Facility sa Muntinlupa habang siya ay nag-iintay ng paglitis sa kanya rito. Hindi po namin siya i-deport. Mananagot siya sa batas dito sa Pilipinas. Tapos na po ang mga dayuhan na kaya nilang lapastangin ang mga Pilipino. Ito'y ehemplo na seryoso tayo na sa sariling bayan natin, hindi tayo magpapabasa sa kanila.
Okay, so that's what the BI means, basically the Bureau of Immigration Detention Facilities, essentially just not allowing him to leave. Now, as I mentioned, Vitali just...
Yeah, he's a tweaker, bro. He is a tweaker. Like, going to different countries and just wilding out is like never the play. Because imagine they decide, you know what? We gonna lock you up for 5 years, bro. Like, you doing 10. I don't care. Like, what is there to say?
Just gets even more pathetic. Even after all of this, being detained and potentially arrested for, it's going to be multiple decades at this point, so his life is completely over at this point. He still has the audacity to laugh in the face of the authorities.
It's crazy because they're literally watching all of this literally happen. Like, I feel like it would be like a little different if he wasn't posting everything that he did, and like he went over there, acted a fool, and then when he got back to the US, then he started posting all the videos, because then it would be like, all right, y'all don't have no proof I did any of this, man. I mean, they probably do. Like, there's cameras everywhere. So that would be a way of figuring out what you did. But there wouldn't be such a trail as it is of you literally posting it yourself, bro. You're caught red-handed, boy.
Okay, so basically, if you didn't understand what was going on there, they're basically playing Vitali's videos there to show what crimes he's actually committed. And Vitali, seeing this, seeing him actually humiliate himself in front of everybody, he looks at that and he starts clapping like, oh, it's my content. Well, lovely. I can't believe they're showing it. This is like, he must have terminal clout disease at this point, because even this little bit of attention is giving him a high. And then you can see the secretary actually turn around and just look at him, just completely disappointed, utterly just embarrassed for him. And you can tell he's just happy that this guy is going to be behind bars for a very long time. Now, here's what people are saying about it. Just recently watched a documentary about the detention center out in the Philippines. Oh boy. Just spoilers. It's not somewhere you want to be, all right?
Jeez.
These guys learning that their privilege is only valid in the USA will never cease to amaze me. Bro thinks he's Andrew Tate. Yeah, he was making some sort of a sign here. I don't know if he's trying to signal to somebody to come save him, but yeah, there's nothing anyone can do for you at this point. Seems like Asia ain't playing around with this petty American prank shit. Nuisance streamers won't find this to be disincentive. They would actually count it as a badge of honor and the goal for being arrested and being showcased in the public eye so that they can be noticed more on a wider scale. Yeah, right. No one wants to spend years waiting for trial in a Philippines jail cell that smells like piss and shit and has no AC and is infested with cockroaches. There have been people that have been stuck in jail for over 2 years just waiting to be sentenced. Yeah, so some people are basically saying that the punishment is actually the wait, because before they even get to the trial, they gotta spend like years in a jail cell just waiting, and that is already equivalent to being in the actual prison. Here we got a statement from the tourism secretary of the Philippines just disavowing everything Vitali did.
The Department of Tourism strongly condemns any abuse by any tourist upon our fellow Filipinos here in the country. Our country is well known for its unparalleled hospitality and our propensity to provide our guests with love, warmth, and the feeling of being family. Therefore, the DOT does not tolerate any form of abuse, and we fully support our law enforcement agencies, including the Bureau of Immigration, in ensuring that the offending tourist is able to be meted out with a concomitant penalty under the law and suffers the consequences of having mistreated Filipinos in the country. We campaign for the world to love the Philippines, but that love and respect must be reciprocated.
I completely agree with her. If you want to be treated with hospitality as a foreigner, you need to show them the same level of respect, right? You can't just expect to be treated well when you're acting like a complete D-bag. Now, somehow there's people on Twitter actually defending Vitali, which is mind-boggling. It's wild how the media in the Philippines is highlighting the mistakes Vitali made, but ignoring everything good he did while he was there. In the video below, you can literally see him walking out with his Bible. He was really trying to change his ways. Nobody's perfect. Give the man some credit. And he's attached 4 videos.
Wait, what? Okay. I can't see the video, of course. But if he was over there being a nuisance, causing problems, bad. But if he was also over there, giving to the public, whether it be money or, giving people items that they may need, or being like a good person to the public, then, you're still a tweaker. You're doing too much. But it would be like, okay, at least you're not you're not doing all bad. You know what I mean? So in that case, I feel like it would be good if they, cut him a little bit of slack if he was actually going around helping people more, or the same, or if not more, than he was acting as.
Where Vitali is basically just giving out money, buying people things, and like putting on slippers on a little girl.
Laptop, like you ask. Laptop, here.
Yes, well, thank you.
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Welcome. She has a phone? No. So we'll buy 2 phones for them regular, yeah? So you can communicate.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Here, take
Hey,
this.
Mama.
I'll pay it.
Hey, Mama.
Here you go, boss.
And Pops. Hey,
Here you
Pops.
go.
Let me see both of you hold that up.
Okay, bro. All right. situations like this, like, okay, he's getting his content off. You feel me? He's acting an ass. He's getting his shit off. But at the same time, he's still doing right by the community. So it's kind of like all the people that he was messing with and bothering or whatever, you know, it was none of these people. It wasn't people that are actually, well, I don't know what people are going through, of course. But it wasn't the people that he was going around helping that were actually struggling, right? So he's running around acting ass, but then he turns around and he's helping, you know, people in poverty or people that need help, or just being a light to people's days or, you know, weeks or whatever it may be. You know, he's giving away laptops, phones, all these things to all to the community. I feel like it could be like evening out. It's still terrible. I hope after watching this, I hope he's not doing 15 years, bro. Like, don't get his man no 15 years. Like, yes, he's an asshole. Yes, but he's an asshole that's giving back to the people in the community, right? So it's not like he's all bad. So that makes him better than that other dude that was going around to the other countries and just wilding out. So I hope that in his trial, where they're talking about him stealing police officers' hats and running off with them, which he probably turned around and gave back, they also start playing these videos where he was actually helping people.
Too big, no? Too little big?
Now, all these things might be okay and sweet or whatever, but that doesn't give you a pass to do absolutely anything you want, break the law in a different country. And
very true. Very, very, very true. I feel like in his head, he probably thought, you know, I'm going to go give away 3 iPhones, but after that, I could go wild out. You know, he feels like, oh, I did good, so now I could do bad. Nah, it's not really how things go. I don't want to see him get 15 years after, you know, watching him give away laptops to schools and, you know, phones to families that need it and shoes to people that need it. Like, I don't want to see him get 15 years, bro. I'm not going to lie.
And harass strangers. Like, if one day you donate money to charity and the second day you're going and shooting up a place, you don't get any part in there. That's
yes, you don't, but he's not doing that. Let's be for real. We can't gas it like he really did some crazy stuff. You know, there's different customs in different countries, of course. You know, you can't just go around doing whatever you want, but he's not doing that.
That's just not how the law works. It's just completely insane to me that there's people out there who actually defend Vitali. Like, how completely brain dead do you have to be? There must be actual maggots just in your brain crawling around 24/7 because...
Listen, I didn't defend him. Listen. I was not defending this man. But on the flip side, I feel like he probably did more good than harm. Am I wrong? He probably did more good than harm. I'll put it to you like this. If you can go feed the homeless and feed, you know, or clothe people that are going through, you know, poverty and things of that nature, and they said to you, okay, you can do that, but the only way you can do that is if you went around and acted an ass to the people at the mall. You know what I mean? It'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll act the ass to the people at the mall in order to feed the homeless and, you know, give clothes to the people that are in need. You feel me? I feel like he don't deserve no 15 years though. Come on.
I don't understand this at all. Now, some people are saying that this is going too far, like the punishment doesn't fit the crime or whatever, but honestly, I feel like this is karma. Like, he got away with literally beating that woman who was just jogging one day randomly in the US. So
Wait,
this
what?
is just karma catching up to him. And honestly, I think an example needs to be...
I ain't know all that. See, I'm not keeping up with Vitaly and his antics. But beating a random woman that was jogging? How is he not in jail already in the U.S.? Yeah, nah, I don't. Hey. Yeah, they need to figure something out with that, man. I'm not going to lie, because I didn't know all that. Lock him up. Fuck it, lock him up. Why he look like this, though? He built weird. Look at it, look. Look how small this arm is. But look how big this arm is. That boy built crazy. He be going hard with that right arm, boy.
He made just so these IRL streamers just don't do this ever again, and they understand that actions actually have consequences and that people are not just gonna sit by and let you do all this disrespectful shit. So I don't know, this is just like wonderful news. I don't know what the hell is happening with the universe. Jack Doherty went down, Johnny Somali went down, now Vitali. Oh my god, I've been eating a chocolate every time one of these losers get what they deserve, and I'm actually going to have diabetes at this point, but it will be worth it. Moving on to yet another disrespectful streamer. Apparently, Mizkif, the Twitch streamer, went to Japan and he disrespected the sacred sakura tree by doing gymnastics tricks on it or something.
Holy. Who is touching it? Who is doing that? Bro, what? Bro, why are you sticking? They're tweaking.
Now another streamer actually.
It'll be different if that was like a random tree and it's like, oh, this is just a random tree. I didn't know that it was some, you know, it was like a special tree. Like, I'm sorry. You know, like, apologize.
Hold on, Mizkif. I saw a video of content creators I've met before doing pull-ups and gymnastic tricks on a sakura tree branches, inevitably shaking cherry blossom petals off. It just broke my heart to see someone I actually know doing such things in Japan. It's always been unknown people on social media. Fortunately, the post was gone the next day, so they probably regretted and deleted it. But please, if you ever want to flex your muscles to show how much testosterone, go touch your own wood. Leave the cherry blossoms with flowers living for only 2 weeks alone. Okay, so obviously this isn't nearly as bad as what Johnny Somali did or Vitali, who actually go and harass actual people, but this is still just a stupid thing to do. I assume that they just didn't know, right? And they were just doing random stuff they do in America, like jump on trees or whatever. But it's not very hard to just read up on the culture a little bit and understand what is considered like sacred there. Just try not to be so annoying everywhere and giving a bad impression of streamers in general. Apparently, other people have started copying him as well. Live streamers in Japan have now started a trend of climbing cherry blossom trees.
All right, Mizkif,
Yeah, you started a problem,
I love
bro.
you so much. I saw you come to this tree and touch it very respectfully. So I thought, you know, you looked like you were having so much fun. I didn't want to miss out. Let's have more fun in Japan. Why don't we?
Yeah, this guy seems really proud of himself for doing that. Just the ultimate D-bag. Now,
Yeah.
Mizkif at least did it because he was not aware that it was disrespectful. This guy's intentionally doing it. So yeah, I don't know, scumbag. So Mizkif actually did the right thing and put out an apology. Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick statement on the situation regarding the cherry blossom tree. A few days ago, I did pull-ups on a cherry blossom tree. I posted the video and went to bed. The moment I was informed by a friend on the severity of the situation, I immediately deleted the post and regretted my decision. That's pretty much like the best thing he can do.
Easiest thing to say. I'm sorry, I did not know. You feel me? And just for him going about that and saying that proves that, you know, he was probably sorry. He didn't know, which is okay. Like, that's
He made a
alright.
mistake. He went apologized and he deleted the video. I've been in Japan for the past few months and have loved the Japanese culture. I've loved it so much that I came back twice. I've grown a lot here as a person. I've made so many friends that I truly value, and I've experienced so much of the Japanese culture that has changed my life for the better. I do not want to promote my actions as proper. They were wrong and should be seen as such. To any viewers or tourists coming to Japan, please understand that these trees are sacred to Japan. Do not touch the cherry blossoms. They are sacred to the Japanese culture and are extremely delicate. And to my viewers, please do not attack anyone for the criticism of me in regards to the cherry blossom trees. I'm okay with the criticism and understand it was wrong. I hope through this people can learn from my actions. And if you ever go to Japan, be mindful of their cherry blossoms, culture, and property. I apologize for doing this pull-ups on the cherry blossom tree, and I promise I'll continue to do better. Miz. Yeah, this is like a pretty much.
Boom. There you go. That solid apology. I could appreciate that.
Much perfect apology here. Like, he made a mistake, he immediately corrected it. He delivered a good apology here as well, which seems pretty genuine. I wouldn't lump this guy in the same category as Johnny Somali or Vitali or anyone else, as long as, you know, he doesn't do anything else stupid, right? How do you say all that, still not say sorry? Please don't come to Japan again. Don't touch the trees for the culture. You're only sorry because you were caught. Look at what you've done, and they've showed the other people as well. I don't think that's his fault. This guy's just being a D-bag on his own. There's absolutely no reason. Mizkif actually disavowed it, so there's no reason for this guy to go and do it, but he did it anyways. Now, apparently the streamer that called him out just keeps going on this. I don't know why, but Kaho Shibuya leaks that Mizkif sent her angry Discord messages, which he later deleted after going viral for doing pull-ups on a cherry blossom tree in Japan. Sent me a personal message shitting on me in 3 sentences all about me. I was shocked he actually deleted that. I screenshot it as evidence. Spoilers, apparently this person seems to be severely clout chasing, because she basically said, Mizkif, please have me on your stream because you did this cherry blossom incident, which I don't know how that makes any sense ever. Apparently she just wanted more viewers from the situation, and she went on a whole rant about this, trying to expose Mizkif.
I was gonna, help them have the opportunity to explain themselves, even to the Japanese community and the English community. And they were like, oh, yeah, really rude response. And it's all sounded like you were upset with me for making a big deal. If you want to explain yourself, I'm all happy. I'm always happy to appear on your stream or video with just content. Take the shit from your community, help make you look good by hearing you out. Let me know if there is anything you'd like to do. But please know it wasn't a personal attack on you or the other guys in the video. I would have felt and done the same to other creators I met. Locals in Japan are too frustrated with tourists causing troubles, whether they do that out of malice or oblivion. Because the response I got was, now I have Johnny Somara accounts on me. You don't realize what you've done to me. Please leave me alone. Me. I'm so outraged.
So let me get this straight. Miz posts a video, deletes the video after an hour. Kao brings it up days later to the wider public and says that she can come on his stream to make it right with his audience. I know this is a drama post, but this shit is baffling to me.
But if they want to...
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. If it happened, he got the backlash already. He deleted it. He apologized for it. And then you still go and post something else afterwards, kind of reigniting something that he already felt bad for, and he like nipped it in the bud. Don't DM me talking about you want to have a conversation. You the one that did this to me. He not wrong for that. He not wrong for that. She was trying to get some clout. She was definitely trying to get some clout.
Talk about it. They can invite me to their channel or whatever. I think that's probably better for their... No, if they want to make things right with their audience, they can do that. I'm not gonna say no, like, oh, I don't know you anymore.
Yeah, I don't really understand this either. It seems like somebody made a mistake and you're trying to capitalize off them, and you want to still go on their stream despite the fact that you think they're a bad streamer. And it's like an honest mistake. They probably like swing on trees in America or something like that, or they're just goofing around or something. Obviously, yes, they should have done their research, but he deleted it, apologized, and said he won't do it again. So like, what else do you want him to do? Like, prolonging this is crazy. Can we focus on the actual degenerates, you know? But yeah, basically clout chasers everywhere, so you just can't trust anybody. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that's Vitali. I hope he don't get 15 years. I know it sounds crazy, and I'm not necessarily defending him, but if he was going around helping people, then, you know, I could accept it. You know what I mean? Accept him getting a punishment that isn't too severe, right? If he was only running around being an asshole, then it'd be like, okay, throw him the book, who cares? But he was actually doing some positive stuff there based off of what I saw here. So I don't know. But I also didn't know that he said beat up some girl that was jogging. Like, what? Yeah, I don't know, man. These streamers just are getting out of hand. These IRL streamers, because you have to do more and more things to be viral because of everyone else doing more and more things to be viral, and it's hard, so I don't know. I hope he don't get 15 years. If he got a year, and I feel like that's still excessive. Like, that's pretty excessive, giving him a whole year because of bothering the general public. I don't know, but maybe I'm living off of United States standards. I know in other countries they have a much higher sense of honor. You know what I mean? So things like that don't really slide. So I feel like I hope he gets something let's say, equivalent to what they would give somebody in their culture if they did it. I'll put it like that. I hope they don't throw the book at him just because he's a foreigner. But yeah, that's my take on things. Who knows if it's right? Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. Peace.